There were things about New Orleans and the Mardi Gras that I didn't know even after growing up there, like the pagan roots to the celebration. Thus, what began as my journey to share with others the beauty of the Big Easy and her Mardi Gras was now also my exploration and education of the city I loved, the city I called home, the city of New Orleans.
Pagan? Oh, my definition would be someone who is polytheist, who worshipped a number of deities, usually
like a solar
in
deity.
Nature, either the sun or harvests or whatever was worshipped before the Christians came along in Western Europe.
So what the Catholics tried to do when they were first getting off the ground was try to, rather than tell people, we're going to start from scratch, they tried to incorporate those elements into Catholic holidays. And it takes some time, of course, to do that.
Christmas is the birthday of Mithras, and also it ends the Saturnalia in ancient Rome. So this was a period of great rejoicing and partying and cross-dressing and whatever else was going on, people exchanging roles, and the church chose that for the birthday of Christ, because since there was already a great holiday going on, well, they would just make use of it. The same was true with the Mardi Gras season. This is spring, but this was kind of the beginning of the new year and the rebirth after winter was over.
Very smart to use established cultural norms, absolutely.
Those certainly form the framework on which Carnival in New Orleans has been built.
Back in the day, way back they went in the 1500s in France, on Mardi Gras, a real ox would be paraded through the city with all kind of garlands, flowers, and things. And at the end of the parade, he would be butchered up, and the meat would be given to the peasants. That's the tradition.
You would have celebrated Mardi Gras, but you would have called it Boeuf Gras, named after the ancient symbol of giving up meat for Lent, Carnivale. The feasting would have begun, and the next day you gave up meat and got your ashes, and Lent began. I often think if a French peasant from the 17th century suddenly was parachuted into New Orleans on Mardi Gras, they'd wonder what on earth was going on, but when they saw the Boeuf Gras, they'd know exactly what day it was, because that symbol is indeed the oldest symbol of Carnival.
When you think about the ritual in ancient times, if you made it through the winter, you wanted to celebrate spring, rebirth, growth, fertility, life. You were happy just to have lived.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had celebrations about the same time we do Mardi Gras.
Many things in the Catholic Church seasons that have a kind of pagan side to the ritual. You're going to have Lent, the period of 40 days, and the temptation of Jesus. And then before that, you're going to go to the Greek Roman Dionysus, Bacchus, Bacchanal. So it's the kind of combination. Always you find these kind of things in the mythology of something means two things.
The ancient rites of the Saturnalia, and that's where Mardi Gras comes from. It's from the ancient Roman Saturnalia, which comes from even earlier sort of ritualistic practices that became Christmas, tied to the winter solstice. They were associated with the rites of Bacchus and Dionysus, and of achieving mystical sort of spiritual breakthroughs through revelry and acts of gift giving and stuff, which is why throws exist in Mardi Gras.